Hey guys, this is Katie Stewart. And I'm just here. I had somebody ask an amazing question today, so I wanted to jump on here and share it because I think it's really helpful. Um, the question was, how do you know if the feeling, this is especially for people who are like clairsentient, claircognizant, if you're more of the feely type, if you feel something is off about somebody, or if you are, if you say frequently, like, I don't know why I know this, I just know this. And so kind of languaging and deciphering the different sensations of what you're feeling. And so how do you tell if what you're feeling is fear or your intuition? So deciphering between the gut instinct and the gut of fear. So the easiest way I think to tell in the way that I couldn't explain like the pull it has on you is that fear will be much more aggressive in terms of like it'll take on like a form almost. The thought that it will bring into your mind will try to talk you out of something, where intuition is much more gentle. It's like an old friend being like, hey, something's off about them. And it'll leave you much more, I guess, in a space where you're able to decide. And so that's why we do give into fear much more frequently, I think, because it's so much more aggressive in the form that it takes. So it'll come in and say, you can't do this because blah, 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 blah. Intuition will come in and make a suggestion, and you can choose to take it if you'd like to. Another thing too is if you are in a place of deciphering or making a decision. So if a lot of times, especially right now, a lot of people are being guided to move. I keep hearing this like frequently. They're being guided to move, but they have no reason why, except for they know they need to be in this new space. And they're like, I can't explain why I'm feeling this. I don't understand. And then going back and trying to justify, getting out of their present situation, the present relationships, how to adapt and adjust. And so in those scenarios, the intuition is that I can't explain why I need to be somewhere else right now. And also knowing that the control systems, understanding what you're controlled by, what is it that's making you make the decisions that you're making? Is it fear? The puppy's here. Are you making decisions or not making decisions based in fear, or truly going into and going towards what it is that you are feeling led to do? And there's more on that too, with chasing desire or a feeling over flowing into something. But in most of these circumstances I'm seeing right now, it's people being gently led somewhere. And a lot of times it's to do healing in a new place. It's to get into a new place and creating that desire from within so that you can go to the new place to be out of your old situation in order to heal. And not having to justify or explain, but a lot of the people that are doing this, it's getting out of old control systems. And so it feels like you have to justify or explain, especially if you are the one who's primarily taking care of the emotional or physical needs of the people where you're leaving, essentially. There's something else on that. What was it? Another thing with these concepts is if you can like really get real with yourself, if you are making a decision or are trying to decipher what the feeling is, processing what the thoughts are that you're having about it, and then playing out different scenarios too. So if you are feeling like you have to run from something in order to get to something else, understand what it is that you're running from, because that sometimes can help us justify when something just isn't right for us, or if it's something in us that maybe we could work on and then be in the same situation, be in the same place. But at the same time, you think about when in any kind of control system and we're controlling other humans and not wanting what's best for them or not wanting them to be free, or we think that we know what's best for them. We get this a lot in like parenting dynamics. If we have parents who were not taught to process emotions, or who were taught that just no means no, then you have adults who have grown up to just know that these are the rules and you have to fit into my structure system, which can be very dangerous if you have very sensitive people going into a system and then feeling like they can't leave. So being aware and writing down, what is it that I'm leaving? What is it that I'm going to? What are the reasons, just for yourself, for your own sake, so that you're able to voice that, so that you're able to find peace with that, even if you don't voice it, but so that you can have the peace with it that you need to go forward and know that it's not the end. I mean, this is a lot of times we are afraid to make it any decision or even explore the decision or the thing that we're interested in because it's like, oh, I just can't do it because I can't da, 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 da. And we create this whole story that we are the creators of the universe, and we if we don't stay here and take care of everybody or do everything for everybody, then the world is ending. It's done. But if you follow the story down and say, this is what I'm being led to do, this is what I would potentially do there, this is what it would look like, this is how it would be, that will help you get out of the mentality that you're running from anything and understand what it is you're going into, so that you can see and visualize and understand what life looks like there. Because all timelines, past, present, future, it's all happening right now. So if you can imagine the past and imagine the future and rewrite the past and rewrite the future, understanding that it's the same space on the quantum level. So we can imagine that, what it would look like, and then have it created and have the universe working towards that as well, and always staying rooted in love and the best and highest good for all. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. It definitely helped me to kind of gauge the controlling aspect of it. What's guiding us and what's holding us back. And there's always a time and a place for both. But if you're needing to leave a situation that's controlling you or not safe or harmful, get help. You're allowed to get help. Get out. Have a great day.